I got new glasses, which I never wear because I never take out my contacts. But we're in Key West, and I brought my new glasses thinking I want to wear them because I bought them, and they're nice, and they're fucking light as a feather. And one morning, I'm scratching my good eye, and my contact falls out. Mm. Oh, well, let me start by saying that on the flight to Key West from Tucson, I managed to break or lose both pair of my reading glasses. So I show up shit-faced 13 hours later or whatever the fucking flight is. I have no reading glasses because with my contacts, I need my readers. Without contacts, I need my glasses, but I can see up close, real close.
Like Mr. Magoo?
I have to, yeah. My laptop is almost too wide if I put it at my Adam's apple to try to read. But I can read a breakfast menu. So we get to the bar and I'm fucked. I got a call. I tweeted this, but never before or since or after I get to the hotel and I get a call from Delta that they've found the reading glasses that I left in my seat. Reading glasses. These are $4.86 reading glasses from Walmart that I bought on the way. We found your reading glasses. Or your glasses. They didn't say readers, but is this Doug Stanhope? Were you sitting in seat whatever? Yeah, really? Like, I've lost so much shit that's valuable on planes when I was drunk, and Delta's actually calling me. Now that I'm a lowly fucking gold medallion, I'm still fighting my way back up to diamond, close to platinum. And I'm like, really? Are you calling me? But I really needed them. And I'm at the bar at the hotel in Key West. And I go, I can't read the menu. And she goes, here's some reading glasses. I thought they were hers. I said, oh, thank you. She goes, oh, they're the manager's. I go, is he here? Because I want to buy them. If anyone who uses reading glasses knows if you have one pair, you have 80 pair. You have a couple in the car. You have shit in the kitchen because you lose them. And then, so I know the guy has more. So I stole his reading glasses and I wrote on my hand, Rob, the bar manager, give him back his reading glasses. Point being, the next morning, I lose one contact lens.
Wait, before you go on, did Delta send you your $5 glasses that probably cost that much to send?
No.
Oh, okay.
They said they'll be waiting at the gate. Key West Airport is the Key West Airport is like Fantasy Island. There's no jetway.
Yeah.
You walk across a tarmac. It's wings. It's Wings. The old show Wings.
I was just picturing them paying somebody $15 an hour to spend $8 to mail you your $5 glasses.
They said they'd be waiting for me there, and I tested my own drunkard memory, going, will I remember to pick them up? And I wrote, before I left, the night before, I wrote glasses on my hand, where once was Rob. Now it says glasses. Didn't remember till I went through security. The people at the gate knew about the glasses, knew who I was, called up, and the glasses did not get sent down through security before the plane left. So, yeah, I didn't get my glasses back. But by then, I had lost one contact lens, meaning I can see with one eye up close and one eye at a distance. And that worked for 2 days. Oh, I can read the menu with this eye, and I can see if
the
that's
food.
a guy or a girl from a distance. Nice ass. Wrong eye.
What?
Oh, Rob, sorry. Here's your glasses.
So the last day, I just gave in, and I want to wear my new eyeglasses, so I took out the other contact lens. But now I'm so fucked and so used to dealing with my contact lenses that were so fucked up with my chalazions and pus eye and stuff that right now I'm not wearing glasses. And I think Andrew was by today. And I'm like,
The handyman. He does a lot of work around here.
and at some point I realized, oh, it's not my blurry vision. I'm not wearing my glasses. But then when I go to read something, I get put on glasses where I'm so used to putting on fucking reading glasses that I put them on at the wrong time.
Oh, those are prescription glasses?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They're good.
Yeah. It seems like what you probably should have done, I mean, we can all Monday morning quarterback this thing to death, is you should have just got that one eye patch that I was going to get you. And then when you're reading the menu, you cover the one eye. And then when the food comes, you switch the patch to the other side.
I'm discombobulated.
I know for a fact when he travels, he keeps a bunch of those eye masks. Just
yeah.
cut a hole in one of them.
Oh, I lost my eye mask too. I lost so much shit. I lost my fucking travel
There's a
mug.
strap on those.
Speaking about strap on, Bingo's here.
Hi.
Chad Shank is here. Chaille's here. Tracey's here. And yeah, Bingo will get caught up on are you cocktailing, Bingo? You should have one.
Apple juice.
You should have one. Been drinking fucking vodka and apple juice.
I like vodka and apple juice.
It's kind of
Mott's for touch, baby.
disgusting.
It's baby apple juice too.
But that's the thing. Apple juice you associate with children and toddlers, and vodka not so much.
Yeah, but you associate me as a child or a toddler anyway, so
Yeah.
go fuck yourself.
Wow. No toddler ever talked to me like that.
I thought you weren't supposed to.
They all think it, though.
And no Vietnamese ever called me nigger. Hey, I don't have to apologize for that. How about you, Bill Maher? Anyway, let's get back to unfunny later in the podcast. Chad, let I know you don't want to be here. And
It's not that I don't want to be here. I don't want to be anywhere.
I'm with you. I'm so just broken to the core. But let's get to your story first, because I read through my notes from Key West. And they're just boring shit I would complain about on Yelp if I felt I was well versed and didn't have to hit thesaurus.com too many times. And yeah, I get a bunch of boring shit later. But I get some good tips. Killdozer. You want to talk about that?
Oh, yeah. Look, Tracy's eyebrows just went up. Do you guys know about this?
Are you talking about the band?
Oh, I don't know. Is there a band called that?
I thought it was. Yeah, there's a band called Killdozer.
I wonder if they're.
That's what I thought it was. I'm
I
like,
wonder
Doug,
if they're a
Doug
tribute
found
band.
music.
Hang on. Tracy will do our pimp work of see if Killdozer is related to the incident in Colorado.
Okay, this guy in Colorado. This thing I saw like on social media. It's I think it was in 2000 something. God damn! Now I'm fucking.
Well,
don't
no,
remember any of the story. Okay.
I
Here's
saw a YouTube clip or maybe live leak or some fucked up hole you get into years ago seeing this.
Okay, it's this disgruntled guy in Colorado who had a beef with the city. He had muffler shops and stuff, and then the
Town. It's like this size of a town.
I don't
You
even
know
know.
everyone.
I don't even know how big it was, but it was.
Well, he knew everybody.
Yeah. He was involved in. He was like a proponent of legalizing gambling, so he was involved a little bit in politics. So he had made some enemies and different things.
Plastic bag ban kind of shit.
Yeah, local fucking and so the cement place next door got tired of fucking with them, so they just made a deal with the city to rezone the area and basically took him. They got rid of his driveway and took him off the city sewer, and then they fined him for it, like
For not having sewer.
yeah. Like and the poor guy was trying. He had in his notes that they found later, he had said like, I was willing to be reasonable at so many turns, and now, you know, sometimes a reasonable man has to do unreasonable things. So he wrote him a check for $2,500 for this these fines, and wrote "cowards" in the fucking memo line. And then, part of the thing is when they took away his road, he bought a dozer and wanted to build his own road back into his business, and they declined his permits to build the road. So anyways, he takes his dozer inside the muffler shop and makes homemade armor out of the whole thing.
It's the most random. Clint Eastwood, The Gauntlet.
Gauntlet on the bus.
The Gauntlet.
Yeah.
With
Like just
Sandra Locke.
like a small eye hole so he can drive.
He had front and rear facing cameras.
Oh, smart.
He had portholes for weapons. He had food, water. He had an air tank.
Oh.
He had to lower it over the top with a crane once he was in there. And then he didn't even open the doors of his fucking place. He just busted out, went next door and busted down the cement place.
Yeah.
Went for like 2 hours. He drove around town with a list.
It's kind of like if you remember the tank incident where someone stole a tank in San Diego, and they're like, I don't.
How do we stop it? How do we stop
shit.
it? Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
nothing you could do. And this guy's in fucking Greeley, Colorado, or some shit even smaller than that.
Granby, yeah.
Granby.
He smashed City Hall building down, and eventually fell into the basement of like a hardware place or something. But
High-centered.
yeah, he and then shot himself.
Sure.
But then it took him like 12 hours to be able to cut him out, which is
They don't know.
funny too, right?
Is he
Right.
dead
Right.
there?
Booby
Is he
just
just
waiting.
waiting?
trapped.
Yeah, they're all just getting overtime. They don't fucking care.
I imagine him in there like Silence of the Lambs, listening to like classical music with a small little book light and his readers, and he's like checking off the list of the people that he's going to run over.
I would have definitely fired a shot and then waited for him to open up and then open fired as soon as, he killed himself.
Hold just the pin of the grenade.
Yeah.
Welcome,
exactly.
boys.
Hey!
He had all the other accoutrements that Ben Shockley didn't have in the Gauntlet.
Yeah.
Shockley no show. That's a beat from the movie. I have lots of.
So what about it?
So you just read an article about this. We were talking about what should be documentaries. I think
was what it was. Is I saw this article, and this morning I read the whole article to Jenny because it was fucking interesting to me, and I was just trying to fucking talk when I first got here, so I could try to want to be here.
Yeah, you were talking up a storm, and I was so into another project that we'll talk about later on later podcasts. That I go, oh, he's jacked. He must have Adderalled. I had to.
Yeah.
But you didn't. But now you have. So
Yeah. No, I was trying to fake it till I make it, and then I realized I wasn't going to work, but now I got some medicine on board, so I'll be all right, I suppose.
It's medicinal. We're joking about that now we take drugs for what they're meant for.
Is that growing up?
After a lifetime of abusing drugs.
Reading the label?
In measured doses. I know, that's
too much. I don't want to go too hard on this. Jeez.
The doctor, I had to go to the doctor that's another story I had to tell, but I had to go, and she was trying to tell me about how much Tylenol I should take. And I was like, listen, can I just tell you that I've used recreational drugs for pretty much my entire life, so I'm not really going to start caring about how many Tylenol I take at this point. I've snorted drugs and I don't even know where they came from.
Clearly that's diesel fuel.
I'm worried about taking 5 Tylenol when I have a headache.
The first time we crushed up and snorted Ritalin, it was only because Babbitt left them at the desert party, and it was in a prescription pill bottle. We didn't know it was an upper.
That was the only.
We just read what it was and said, "Fuck it, let's crush it up and snort it."
And it's the desert, so there's no pillid.com. You're just like, there's a label on it. Crush it.
God, that was one of the best parts about that is you couldn't get internet or phone reception, and that's hard to do anymore. Pinos Altos last time we were there, you couldn't get internet for shit. I mean, you could wait and hope, but you couldn't get cell phone reception, and that's why you went there. And those places are getting harder to find, where you go, no, I want a place where no one can get a hold of me and I can't be tempted. Well,
They're all scrambling to get it as a selling point. Yeah.
You know what you need to do is when they put on one of the Verizon or the T-Mobile commercials for cell service, they do that quick flash of the map, and you see like on the coasts, it's like colored really. It's like if you just freeze the frame, you can go up there just south of the capital of Montana. That there's no color on that map. Let's just go there.
The grays.
or in the people.
This doctor, I had to go there to renew my weed certificate, and I was talking to her about.
You said certificate
know what
like
it's
it's
called.
a diploma
Yeah.
on your wall.
I'm good at it. Listen,
Look, I've achieved something. Gold seal.
bachelor's degree. So I have to pay for this visit where I have to do a physical anyway. So I'm like, I have a doctor. I'm just going to chat with the doctor and ask her shit. So I said, well, I've been diagnosed before with my nasal passages are too small for being the size that I am. I have to breathe through my mouth a lot. Like if I run or like that, I get out of breath because I can't breathe through my nose well. So they've suggested doing a surgery that widens up your passages. I said, what is your opinion on that? Because
It's the opposite of a vaginal rejuvenation.
What they're doing is they're like hogging out the nose holes.
Ream out your sinus cavities. And I've been on the fence about it because I don't really want to do that. I get sinus infections anyway. People say that you get more sinus infections if you do any kind of surgery in your sinuses. So I thought, I'm just going to ask the doctor while I'm here because I have to pay her fucking $100 for a fucking physical just so that I can legally get a weed card at my next $100 visit. So, I asked her opinion on it. Well, she turned around and fucking Googled it while I was right there because she didn't know about it, which is all right. That's cool. I don't have a problem with my doctor doing that. But she didn't realize that she picked a veterinarian site and was sitting there fucking citing shit to me like, well, it says here, and I'm trying to keep a straight face because there's a fucking picture of a cat in the header of the website. It's fucking huge at the top. And I'm like,
she's not noticing?
no clue. She's trying to be so professional and tell me all about this fucking procedure.
Well,
and I'm
feline
like, well,
AIDS.
Listen.
Feline AIDS.
Well, that doesn't make sense. Hairballs. I'm like, listen, I came to get my weed card. Sorry for asking a complicated question. I never did tell her. I just thanked her for her advice.
Put another diploma on your wall. I don't even know if that's the story that you were planning on telling me.
That was the story I wanted to tell you.
Yo, fuck. I don't have this in my notes, so I'll say it right now. Erickson and Andy Andrist are on tour.
Got it?
So you got it?
Yep.
Good. Because I just saw the tweet. I think I busted their balls so much back in the MySpace days that they're afraid to remind me now that I'm old
I've
and
been
feeble.
retweeting, and if I can put your name in there, I will. But basically,
do.
Listen, Erickson, I gotta give credit where credit's due. Erickson really doesn't ask you for anything. He just does what he's going to do. And that's why I'm not specifically hitting you up on the Twitter for that. And he's not either. But he does these things. He's the guy that you're like, how come these guys don't do anything for themselves? Erickson is doing things for himself, and he does it without asking for things. And I'm saying that for a reason, because he didn't even ask me to do this, and I knew, so I pulled up. I got it written on my notes and everything to plug. Andy and Erickson are doing a tour of their own, a la you back in the barnstorming days of just taking the gigs where it looks like they would be fooled into doing a comedy show.
And it's going to be utter chaos. That's 2 years ago. Was it last year? Was it last year? Yeah, it was last year for my birthday when we went to see Junior, Andy, and Sean Rouse.
Fort Lauderdale.
I just found out
Daytona,
Sean
that's right.
Rouse is out of the hospital from a tell. And I'm like, I didn't know he was in a hospital. What the fuck? Anyway, the shows are everything that you go to Live Leak to see. They're probably brilliant.
Killdozer with a microphone?
Yes. Good call. You'll never have more fun watching live stand-up comedy than what we used to call the unbookables.
It's very and
we
very
should
affordable.
still call it that.
It's very
Fuck
affordable.
James Inman.
Very affordable. You know what? I'll give the dates because when this podcast goes out, they're doing June 12th in Portland at the Bossa Nova upstairs. June 15th at Charlie's at Pocatello, Idaho. Wow, there's a run. And then June 17th at the Raven in Kalispell?
Kalispell?
Kalispell, Montana.
That's a 3-day.
That's three. That's well, it's over. It's the 12th to the 17th. But that's almost a fucking triple gig.
At I Brett My Pants and
His
at
Twitter.
Andy Andrist, ANDRIST. That's the only way I know. I don't know where they're putting these fucking dates out.
The dates are on BrettEricksonComedy.com and just follow his Twitter because he's doing, once again, he's self-promoting. Get this, Unbookables. Self-promoting the gigs with hours of advance notice, not like promoting yesterday's gig today. He's actually doing it, and I said, just keep taking more pictures because he's taking pictures of Andy on stage. It's great, and it's everything you said. It is the reason you would want to go see this is why you plunked down $5.
I listened to a comedian on Howard Stern driving back today, and I went, that's my problem on Stern is I'm always talking about stuff and not trying to be funny. And this guy was so unfunny and so I can't get into it. I don't know him. So, but when I used to do radio to promote a show, I'd try to be funny, and now I just talk about stuff, like real life stuff, and I don't even go for funny at all, and I'm like, oh shit, this guy is a wake-up call to me. To next time, let's just stop fucking talking about real shit and just try to be somewhat funny. And it made me realize how few really funny comedians are out there. And I thought of Andy, I thought of Joey Coco Diaz, I thought of Attell, and Attell is the funniest comic of my generation, hands down. And I go, but he still tries, and that's his Achilles heel, and that's why he hates his life. He's always just trying to be funny and find a funnier reference, and I need to do this and that, and this special isn't good enough. Like, there's people that are genuinely funny, and the rest of us have to try to make a new special. What if I say it this way? I'm not a fucking real funny dude to hang out with. I'm a depressing cunt. Fucking angry all the time. I hate all of you, except for you.
It is interesting that when people want to come here and hang out in the FunHouse, and if they really had the e-ticket ride, they would be sitting the furthest away from everyone. And
watching
just
me read Newser and complain.
And ask for a word once in a while. And it's like, dude, you got the full experience. I can't believe he was so on today. Thanks for coming.
Hey, Joby has guns. If you want that Hunter S. Thompson, let's go blow up a watermelon. I got a guy for it, but I'm not the guy. I farm it out. I'm like a fucking American industry realizing Indian call centers are cheaper. So, here, you go shoot guns with Joby. You fucking go beat people up with Chad Shank, and Chaille will bring you bird watching. But I'm just going to sit here with my seahorse posture and read Newser and complain.
I won't know if you're here or not here, and I don't even know who you are or care.
And I'll never remember you.
I do want to tell you, my Uncle Bill, remember Uncle Bill from Idaho?
Yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
He, the last time we were in Idaho, there was a guy so drunk in the front row at the Neurolux
Oh, yeah.
that my Uncle Bill came back before the show started, and then he went back out in the audience and was sitting behind the guy that had been there since 4:00. And Uncle Bill at one point was holding the guy up by his jacket, but his head was like down and to the left. So it was like, he's not pulling it off. And then Doug finally had to say something. The guy was so drunk, and he would just.
Did he know him?
No, he
was
just
just trying to help him, like Weekend at Bernie's him through the show.
Yeah, because he goes, Ggreg, the guy is such a fan. I felt bad that he wasn't going to even. This was before Doug went on. He knew there was a problem. He did not make it to the end of the show, and it was. I mean, Bill's a great guy, and he was like, I go, listen, I appreciate what you did there, but that whole thing of being too early, that's like Darwin shit. Like they learn they go out and then like they found out that they were part of the show and they don't remember being at the show. That means next time, don't drink so much. Don't get there at 4 for a 9 o'clock show.
I've been reading this book, and Ben from DeCapo Press, my new book, pre-order it now, is This Is Not Fame. It's on Amazon. Pre-order it. It's probably got a different cover still. It comes out in October. Pre-order the fucking thing. But I read this guy's book. I told Ben when I was first starting to write this book, listen, things are fucked up at home, bingo in the coma. Send me some books that inspire me to write because I'm going to have to do this on short notice. And this is one that I didn't read just because the cover, the guy looks like a British writer.
He does.
He looks like
that means, but you're right.
It's Corey Taylor. You're making me hate you. And he's making this face on the cover. Ah! And he looks like every British journalist that's he's going to irritate me.
He looks like Cliff Nesteroff, who was just
here. He looks like JT Habersat. He looks like Cliff Nesteroff. He looks like David Cross if he was geekier. So I bring this on vacation to Key West out of default. I have nothing else other than that fucking, I can't remember the name. Another book I haven't read. And I read 3 pages, and this guy's talking shit. Well, the people I party with, I'm used to all this shit, and I'm not going to go to some Hollywood bullshit party. I'm like, who the fuck does this British journalist think he is?
So who is it?
He's the fucking lead singer of Slipknot. I'm like, fuck. All right. Yeah, you get some street cred. Now you go back into it. And it's, I hate to say, kind of like why I hated Henry Rollins. Henry Rollins, when I first got into him, his spoken word shit on
late 80s.
Napster. I remember one of his spoken word albums opened up with why me, I'm a part of your circle of friends. Edie Brickell is a piece of shit, and you two have
what I want.
Yeah. You two plays the same chord progression on every song. Like just shit I don't know about.
Oh, he's talking shit about.
Yeah, he's talking shit about music, which I don't know about, but I'm listening. And then he goes to, I was taking a flight from somewhere to somewhere and went into the hackiest comedy bit about
no way.
The pilot being on the intercom. You look out the left side of the window. It was, he trashed hackneyed music, which I don't understand, and segued into a bit he thought was hilarious. That was the hackiest comedy bit where hey, keep talking about music, because at least I don't know that you're a fucking angry fraud when you're talking about music, because I don't get the game. You start doing comedy or trying to, yeah, you're a fucking angry embarrassment. It's like being like enraged, but being the worst comedian ever and swelling up about it. Anyway, so Corey Taylor.
Do you like it?
He goes over, I haven't quite finished it.
3/4 of the way done. I'm
Oh,
guessing.
no,
It's more than that.
Yeah,
It's more than
7/8
that.
done.
Yeah.
And I'm saving it because it's inspiring on such a level where he talks about a lot of shit that only he has a whole chapter about flying on airlines and children and fuck all this stuff and he writes it so brilliantly that I'm fucking dying, where you go, yeah, you're not going to find a mass audience for this because most people don't fly for a living, but you're fucking killing me. You're fucking making me cry laughing, and it's so well written. I don't know if you saw the tweet. Maybe I DM'd him. It might have been a direct message. I said I only wish that at HD Fatty Chad Shank were reading this, because he writes so much like I want to write.
Oh, wow.
Where the last two books, I'm staying with, no, you have to write in the present tense instead of, the past tense instead of the present. Like, but no, this guy writes like you talk, to the point where, Chad, you remember how difficult it was to read that book on tape. I read this, just endless paragraphs to Bingo, where I never stuttered because he writes like he talks. And stopping and go, fuck, I'm way off topic right now. Fuck this. Anyway, what was I saying? Where you can read it without having to read it 3 times. And that's how I want to write. To the point where I wanted to start my 3rd book before my next one is quite finished.
Head of steam.
Yeah, Corey Taylor, you're making me hate you. Hey, Corey Taylor, you made me hate you for writing a fucking book I want to write. It's fucking good. I'm not.
That's high praise from a guy who never gives compliments.
Yeah. I want to check it out now.
I do want to. I want to read it as well. So I did tell Doug, don't give it away.
I remembered 2 pages. I think it's 71. Don't worry, Chaille will edit out this long pause. It's just a line. I'm no lord of the hills. These hands pitching fastballs at glass houses are just as dirty as yours. It's just a great line. Hang on, 70. Good. I think it's 71. I'm trying to find an easy one.
I'll probably get the hard ones too. You can do a hard one.
No, I'm trying to get a good one.
I get a lot of stuff.
No, I'm just saying how it rolls off the tongue, and it fucking made me hate the shit I've written. All right, I'm just throwing this at Chad Shank, who has not read any of this. I just found one thing where I like the opening.
All right. Los Angeles can suck it when it comes to driving. Seriously. That fucking city is packed with incredibly fucked drivers. Every one of them oblivious, full of entitlement, and asking to get crushed under my wheels. It's not like New York, where driving is a challenge and you hold on for dear life. It may terrify you, but you respect it in the Big Apple. It's all about precision, timing, and speed. Oh, and a shitload of honking horns and screaming East Coast accents. I can back that shit all day. You know you're going to have to deal with some crazy shit, so you prepare. But at least you know everyone else feels the same way. This is not the case in California, where, depending on how the energy feels, an asshole in a Prius may not make a left turn all the day because their chakras won't allow it. I fucked up because it made me laugh.
It's all right. The point is, there's not 17 takes in this because I had to overwrite every fucking thing. You're going to fucking love this book so much. This guy's angst. Just palpable. You feel spit when you write it.
Finish
Even
it
when you
fast.
read it.
I'm planning a suicide for a recent future.
After Killer Termites Day, I hope, July 3rd.
Where's Bingo?
Ooh, what's today? I've been wrapping up loose ends like crazy.
Do you have the chicken coop finished?
A coyote keeps getting in. Neighbor came over to my house and told me that a coyote is jumping my back fence and getting into my
Jumping
yard at
over
night.
the fence?
Yeah.
You got like a 3-foot chain link, right?
No, I have like a 4-foot field fence in
Oh,
the
wow.
back, and they're jumping over it, getting in the back. I started off with 6 chickens this year. I have 2 left.
And one fat coyote.
Yeah, there's a.
Yeah, and he counts that coyote when he tries to sleep.
So is that why you're not? Is that one? Is that why you haven't finished the coop? Because there's not enough to fill the coop.
The coop is finished. I finished the coop.
Okay.
Whenever I did the coop, I was gonna put shingles on the coop, but I don't need to because of where it is. It's under a tree. It's all sheltered. And then I realized that I can have chickens out in my whole back.
Yeah.
I have an acre, so I have a whole back area that they're basically free. And then at night they go inside this little tiny coop.
Hey, do you want 2 acres? That's where you punch him in the balls, Chaille.
What?
You get 2
Oh,
acres.
2 acres.
Come on.
Got it.
Hey.
Didn't you go to school
Hey, I have
as a child?
I have an update on my balls.
Oh, really?
My
The spaghetti balls?
I don't know if my-
Hang on. This is where Chaille will edit in breaking news.
I don't know if my wife listened to the podcast about where I had to tuck them into my waistband,
That's right.
but
Hold on. Don't steamroll that. You basically going to bed at night. You'd be wearing your underpants,
Hanes.
and you would pull up on your balls and your dick, and then snap the band underneath to keep them.
well,
up,
just the
up
sack,
high.
like the chewed gum part of the bottom sack, you pull up and fucking tuck underneath your waistband,
But-
that way they're not down like an asshole baffle the whole night, trying to fucking every time you roll over.
How did you talk about this before and not let loose with the asshole baffle?
I think I came up with that one in the
All right.
interim.
That is restraint, my friend.
I think I was just right now.
Well, I mean, but the weenie and not the beans, that has to be up top too. You don't twist it and invert them.
Well, you could do like you could take the skin and make like a turtle shell and pull
yeah.
it over the top of everything, I
wing or
guess.
something.
But you could just go right up alongside. They're long, like
All right.
asshole baffle long. Like
Yeah, I get
pull
it.
them up. Well, I was looking through the bank account and I saw this PayPal charge, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck is that? I'm the only one that uses PayPal, and I didn't spend any money, so it had a phone number associated with it. So I Google searched this. And it said, hey, this might be a fraudulent charge because I had this was a fraudulent charge. I'm like, well, fuck, call the bank. I'm like, what is this charge? And they're like, it's to a clothing store. And I was like, all right, can you tell me more about it? Like, it was your wife's card that was used. I'm like, all right, it probably wasn't a fraudulent charge. It was her card. So I called Jenny at work, or I texted her at work. I'm like, do you know what this is? Because we didn't have fucking $105.
Oh, whoa.
So why did you spend $105? She's, well, I got you a surprise. I got 3 pairs of fucking Saks underwear for Father's Day. So now my balls are well supported.
Wow.
My bank account is
I didn't know
fucking
they had
empty.
that size.
Extra large.
Balls or underwear?
Both.
It's gonna be weird if you're like a little skinny kid with giant cock and balls, and like, how do I buy these high end underpants? Do you go to a big and tall? I don't know.
And then get them taken in at the waist.
Bingo was here. She was taciturn, to say the least, and I was waiting for her to talk about Key West. Let's take a break. See if we can find Bingo, because she left. She sat here, said nothing. I was waiting on the Key West for her to come back, but yeah, we got other problems going on, but don't we always? All right, we'll be right back after I take a shit in the urinal. Stamps.com, we're fans. When you order merchandise from my website, be it the Doug Stanhope Back to School lunchbox, the action figure, the stick-on fake tattoos of my genital warts based on my actual genital warts, whatever you buy. Stamps.com, when you order any of our products, what are the Chailles doing? They're not going to a post office. Fuck no. We live in a small town where the postman knows our name. I go, well, you're doing some good business. Well, you know too much about me. Much less back when I lived in Los Angeles, where going to the post office was akin to going to the DMV to get a driver's license, and you're learning how to pet chickens so they don't peck at your fucking legs while you sit there for 3 fucking hours. Yeah, you don't have to go to the post office. Stamps.com. You tell them how it works, because I don't. I hire you.
Bisbee is a small town. There are 2 post offices locally. That means there's 2 windows. There's 2 windows to go to, 1 at each. There's no employees
6 miles apart.
There's 1 window at each office. So guess what? We don't fucking like to go there. We do everything right at the desk in the office on Arizona Street. And it's perfectly simple. We do everything from priority shipping to express.
And that's your one
shipping.
job.
That's it. And now I hire someone else to do it because it's even that much easier for me. It's so efficient. I have employees now. And that's all we do is we use stamps.com right from our desk. We print all the postage right there. It integrates with most websites. It's fantastic. And that's the only way we can do it is because we're not standing in line licking stamps.
And when you send me weird shit, as you're wont to do at 212 Van Dyke Street, Bisbee, Arizona, 85603, yes, our killer termites send us a lot of weird shit. We're going to have to get to thank yous later on in the podcast. But, yeah, stamps.com. Steal all sorts of shit from work and send it to us.
The beauty of it is your listeners can take advantage of stamps.com because you can print postage whenever you need it 24/7. So when you're 7 Negronis in and you feel like sending Doug your left shoe, guess what? You can act on that impulse right when you have it and you don't have to wait.
All right, termites. Right now, you can drop my name, Stanhope, Stanhope. And if you're going to use it, you're going to abuse it. You ain't going to be able to choose it. You ain't going to have it further on down the line. Things ain't going to be so fine. You're going to be sitting there all night all alone, sitting there by the telephone, and you know she ain't going to call you. Twitter bonus points if you catch that reference. Stamps.com. Drop my name, Stanhope, for this special offer of 4-week trial that includes postage and a digital scale, and we know that you will not be abusing that digital scale for other projects. Don't wait. Go to stamps.com before you do anything else, including that baby that's turning blue right in front of you. She's choking on a lifesaver, and your wife is going, no, it's a Certs. They don't even make Certs anymore. Well, it had a blue thing in the middle. Is that a lifesaver? No, I think that might be a third brand. I can't remember the name. Well, Google it. No, go to stamps.com and click on the radio microphone at the top of the homepage and type in Stanhope. Stanhope. How do you spell it again, honey? Stand up? No, Stanhope. It's turning bluer. I don't think bluer. I think it's more blue is how the baby's turning. Go to stamps.com, Stanhope, Hope. That's stamps.com. Enter Stanhope. Stamps.com. Never go to the post office again. Casper Mattresses. Hey, have you ever wanted to buy a mattress without calling up some friend that you never really liked and saying, you still get a pickup truck? Well, Casper mattresses come in the mail in a box, and then they expand like miracles and dreams in front of your eyes. You pull this thing out of a box, you unroll it on top of your old box spring that still has stains. Why do you have stains on the box spring? Did you piss the bed so badly that it weeped through your old thrift store mattress and stained the springs? Why do you even have a box spring? I don't know either. I don't know why they're necessary. Casper mattresses come to you through the mail or some dude. There's no sign on the side of the truck he pulls up in. He just beeps. You go out, you get a big box. It's not even that big a box. Anyway, you bring this thing in, you unroll it. It turns into the most comfortable mattress you never had to call an old irritating friend who didn't actually have a pickup truck anymore. He's got a old Chevy Citation. You can't even find a Chevy Citation. They don't run anymore. It's like a Renault car, but you jammed it in the back and you had to put an orange flag on the back of the thing hanging out. It's a mattress, and then it drops out at a red light, and there's a road rage. You don't have to do those Chevy Citation moments anymore. You call Casper Mattresses at 1-800. Oh, wait, they don't have a phone. It's all internet age. Sorry, I'm in Chevy Citation age.
Hey, designed, developed, and assembled in the U.S. of A., Doug. It combines supportive memory foam to create an award-winning sleep surface with just the right sink and the right bounce.
I'm no xenophobe about being made in the USA, but I have traveled abroad, and their mattresses suck compared to my home country. So, yeah, it's not like when you go to like Roatan and it's a mattress full of hay. You can send hay through the mail, but it pokes through.
Or feed your livestock.
Nothing is a worse wake-up call than a llama chewing at your bedding.
Hey, Casper is obsessively engineered, and it's at a shockingly fair price. Obsessively.
Oh, excessively.
No, obsessively.
Obsessively. That's a mental disorder.
Yes.
All right.
They're mental about mattresses.
We have to avoid cross promotions.
The best deal is you could try Casper 100 nights risk-free in your own home. If you don't love it, they'll pick it up and refund you everything.
And Chad will back me up that most of our listeners don't think they have 100 nights left. So, yeah, it's basically free for you, Mr. Before turning the gun on himself.
They do have over 20,000 reviews and an average of 4.8 stars out of 5, and quickly becoming the internet's favorite mattress. And that's not only on their website. That's also on Amazon and Google.
And the 0.2 that didn't give it 5 stars, that's people that smoke methamphetamine going, yeah, I couldn't sleep at all. I tried this mattress for 100 nights, and I keep seeing gremlins on top of my fence post, and I don't have a fence.
He took it as a challenge that he couldn't stay up 100 nights.
Get $50 towards any mattress purchased by visiting Casper.com/Stanhope and using the promo code Stanhope. Can you spell Stanhope? Terms and conditions apply.
Hello, no one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Hello, my name's Eddie and I'm 4 years old, and you're listening to the motherfucking Dyke Stanhope show.
Sorry.
I found a reality show the other day called Big and Little. It's like The Biggest Loser for midgets. It's big fat midgets who call a really in shape midget to come and whip them into shape.
I thought it was going to be, because I love the idea of conglomeration of all the reality shows, like My 600-Pound Life meets Naked and Afraid. They have to be 600 pounds, but foraging in the fucking Tanzanian jungle.
This is Littlest Biggest Loser.
I thought it was going to be midgets and 600-pounders together at last.
Oh.
There's so many ways that works. That was the great thing about Key West, was just spending a lot of time just thinking about dumb shit without anyone coming over.
Wait, you mean like a show where a midget gets a job swabbing out the folds of the 600-pound woman
while he's pawning something and judging the pawn quality, like and bidding on fucking storage units.
You've been sitting on this and you didn't fucking tell any of us about it.
I can't. Well, I assume it has to be pitched. It's kind of like where you think of a funny tweet about the story of the day, and then you search it and you go, every asshole already thought of this. So yeah, I assume that with my dumb reality show, everyone's. In fact, that might have been Bert Kreischer's show.
No, it was an animated series that Adam Carolla was a voice on it, and it was animated, so it was a little different. They could do more outrageous stuff, and it was all these different characters from different reality series in a house together, Big Brother style, or that kind of thing.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Animated. I watched a documentary on Netflix, and it was animated, a lot of it, so it was a kind of bizarre thing to watch.
You told me to watch that, and I fucking hated you for a while watching that.
Which one?
The fucking animated. You gave me a second. It was like the tower.
The tower. The tower.
I'm like,
you didn't like it?
Till the end when they started showing the real people, and then you go, this is brilliant casting.
But it's good for like naps. Like if you close your eyes and listen to it, it's like a podcast kind of. You don't have to watch all that.
That's exactly why I watched it, because I could fall asleep to it. But in the morning, I go, I want to.
Right. The story's good.
It's Charles Whitman.
Yeah.
25 years old. Went in a watchtower at the University, Austin University, whatever, the Texas fucking college that they're so proud about.
Texas A&M?
68, 66.
I remember.
Late 60s. He went up there and he started fucking killing people.
From a huge distance. I'm a good shot. That's a fucking good shot to hit people walking around.
I don't know if we said this on the podcast, but one of the early hidden camera shows I did, we went guerrilla style to Austin and tried to get people on campus to sign a petition saying that I was with the NRA and we want to rename the tower the Charles Whitman Memorial Tower, just out of respect for his incredible aim.
Our conversation all comes back as soon as you said that. I do remember talking to you about this now.
It might have been recorded. It might have been just sitting here like
friends. I think
friends.
It was just outside. I go through such periods of time where I don't talk to people, so I think that's part of why everything jumbles up and I don't remember.
I remember days on the road.
Also, I'm drunk already. So.
You were gonna leave before we started.
Yeah, I was coming over to get my truck because it's been here since UFC fight.
Nice truck. I forget that you have that truck, and every time I come home, I go, "Who's here that drives a white truck?" And then I assume, because no one's here, that it's the neighbor's kid.
Oh, it's just the guy who has nowhere to go. So
the guy that got drunk a week ago and just left his truck because he has nowhere to go, so he doesn't need his truck. All right,
I fucking lost everything on that last fight. Everything I built up during that marathon UFC day.
I don't remember the outcome of a bunch of those fights, so I'm looking forward to rewatching all of that at some point because
I'll bet you
we got.
You did say you wanted to do something with this weekend where you want to stay up till 5 a.m.
Oh, that was Joby's idea. On the 16th, there's fights that start at 5 a.m. But
is it the Invicta?
No, but it is.
It's UFC.
It's UFC, but I think there's females fighting. That would involve stimulants.
I thought we were staying up with watching Invicta on Apple TV, and then at
Right,
5
right,
we'd be ready to go.
We have Invicta on demand, so yeah. But that's I said we'd have to have a party that we plan with stimulants. I'm not gonna fucking stay up and watch Invicta all night and then watch fights at 5 in the morning sober.
I think I have to leave on the 18th. I have dates. There's dates on my website I haven't looked at yet because, again, I have other problems that one day you will be privy to as the podcast goes. But in the meantime, I don't know where the fuck I'm going. I know it's in the Northeast.
Yes, we've got a bunch of dates, and we just listed one today that I know you don't know about. And if you're on the mailing list, you know about it because there was a list that went out geographically to this area.
I only know about the dates where people say, hey, I'm a big fan. I started comedy because of you. I'd love to do a guest set. I haven't even figured out who's going to be opening. Like, Brett Erickson is one of the guys I'd go out, and I didn't even know he was on tour with Andy. And Andy, so now I know, well, there's two down. Andy and Brett are two guys I'd go to thinking, well, they're probably not doing anything but fucking off. No, they're on tour. So I know Morgan says she can do some. Junior, if Junior Stopka's on tour and I can't get him, yeah, then yeah, you can do a fucking thing. I don't know.
If Junior's on tour and I can't get him.
Yeah, wouldn't that be fucking weird if Junior Stopka all of a sudden got fucking ambition?
Wasn't taking your calls?
And he's doing like some kind of blue collar comedy tour, but of weirdos and freaks that's selling out. No, I'm playing the Dallas Arena. What? I know it's been a while since I called, but oh, you're huge now? I thought you're always available. I don't know. Listen.
Can I tell you what just got added?
What?
Worcester.
I saw that.
Yeah.
That's how I find out where I'm playing is people saying, can I open for you in Worcester or Harrisburg? I go, I don't know that I'm playing there.
Hey, when you find out, can you email me and let me know? So then I can put it up on the website.
I think we have about a week left to talk and figure out. I don't even know when you're flying because I have to go in early to New York City to do press for the CISO special with Murphy and Glenn Wool.
I still want to drive the van out.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. We'll talk about this tomorrow. Tomorrow, I'm going to be better.
Okay.
Tomorrow,
I've heard that before.
Over a new...
Don't we all say that? Don't we go to bed thinking that?
Da-na. All right, so let's do some thank yous. John McHugh sent me a Amazon Echo, which is like that thing Ralphie May has, like Hey Siri or what, and it just plays music. You just talk to the fucking thing.
Alexa,
that's the one.
Who's Ralphie May?
Yeah. So this guy sent us an Echo, which is like that. But also, Chad, you're a fucking paranoid like me. Well, it can listen to all your conversations.
Oh, it's never off.
It's never off.
Yeah.
So you go, hey, I killed a guy in the park, but he was asking for it. And I go, that wasn't a dude, that was a chick. Well, either way. So it records that.
Yeah.
Dialing 911. Confession recorded.
Yeah, technology, you gotta when you tell stories about that, you just change significant details. Even as drunk as you are, when you tell drunken murder stories, you change and then prove that.
Yeah, I was in Toledo.
I was never even there where I fucking
I was
told
in
you
Toledo,
I
and I had to get back to my hotel, so I grabbed the bus in Fort Lauderdale. Well, you can't get a bus from Fort Lauderdale to Toledo. He was obviously drunk. Point being that our good friend John McHugh sent this. So how do we know he didn't program this thing so he gets to listen to all of our off-podcast podcasts? I don't trust the McHugh.
He doesn't even know that we just sit here quiet waiting to podcast and don't even talk to each other anymore.
Alexa will quit.
Hey,
Boring.
how was your week? Save it for the podcast. Joanne Cannon and Chris Kilroy, not Killjoy. Kilroy, a.k.a. Killer. Chris Kilroy, did you nickname yourself Killer? Because if
nose.
so,
It's too
it's
easy.
pretty weak. Hey, Funhouse Tribe from 2 Killer Termites, cleverly disguised as responsible, upstanding citizens. That means you have kids. I know it. Turncoats. They sent us something. I don't know. It's a gift. Which gift was this?
I don't know.
All right. They sent us something
thank
nice.
you. Thank you very
All
much.
you want is to hear your name. People like to hear their names. I'm no exception. That's a Minneapolis band.
It's like chapter 1
No
of how to win
new-
friends and influence people.
Let me just do these, Chad, because I know what they're.
No
Someone sent us
tales to tell.
Pete at Grusso, Gruso, sent rum to the Funhouse. He says also the Bundy ginger beer is coming separately.
Oh, that's a dude from Australia. He sent us a case of fucking ginger beer.
Oh, okay. That's it right
And
there. Yeah.
The rum. Someone else put a
Wait,
bottle
hold on.
of gin.
Ginger beer and rum?
Australia. He's from Australia. That guy spent fucking.
Yeah.
Can we, while we're on the topic, all these fucking assholes who email me, I'm not the stamps.com guy. That's Chaille. So when you go, it's $25 to ship a thing. Well, yeah, it's probably because you live in Bosnia, you fucking asshole, but you're not asking the right person. Chaille should have his own fucking email on my website.
Have it. It goes on all the invoices. It goes when anyone
Is
orders
it on the
any-
website?
It's obviously
Hey,
on
if
the
you
website.
want to complain about shipping charges,
Stanhope store at gmail.com. And I like the complaints because that lets me know there's something to fix, something
but
to
you
tweak.
only hear a fraction of them because I only
No, I hear
rarely
none
check
of them.
my email.
They all go through you.
I know,
I get
but
you.
you're only hearing the time I check it, and I
know.
have deem enough time to forward it to you, which is you have to hit the forward button
that's-
and then put in G, and then it automatically puts Ggreg Chaille.
Auto-populate.
That seems like the fault of the people who are too dumb to email the right person in the first place.
No, that's not their goal. Their goal is to send Doug Stanhope an email rather than
Did I respond?
About merch.
Well, I
merch,
don't
yes.
respond to it. I generally just
Fucking
forward
hate
it to
people
Chaille.
so much.
Sometimes I go, hang on, let me
Fucking
forward this to
people.
Chaille because, like, when you wake up, you know how we wake up and you hate yourself. And maybe if I do one nice thing by responding to an email, I'll be a better person. And for a second, you feel good. And then it just goes downhill again because you make the same bad choices over and over and over again daily until your death rattle is even brought up by your fucking producer and your bartender.
Stanhope store at Gmail. Doug will never answer anything related to merch from here on out. Just don't do it
I
anymore.
will. I'll fucking reach out to
don't.
one of you occasionally. I'm gonna tell you some fucking Key
No, I
West
got
stories.
another one.
What? Oh,
The boutique gin. Ben sent us, and he's a very responsible guy. His lawyer said he had to leave his phone number.
I couldn't read that.
yeah, it
First
said-
of all, he didn't send it. That was in a paper bag.
No, he stuffed it in the mailbox. He left it in the mailbox, and then he said his lawyer told him that if you're leaving that's a liability, so you should put your phone number there so it shows at least you could be contacted.
All right.
Not Doug's not at fault.
Liability is the word I couldn't read. He got
Yeah.
squinchy at the bottom of the note.
I'm glad you said you couldn't read it because Chaille pushed it at me earlier and I just shrugged at him. I was like, I have no idea what the fuck that
I
said.
could tell he wasn't going to read it.
I was like, I don't know.
I can barely read it.
I don't know what that is.
I saw a lawyer. I assumed, hey,
Yeah.
this is a funny joke. I can't see. Bingo's waving at me. I'm about to do Key West stories if you're Bingo. Are you Bingo? All right, piss real quick. We're going to take one more break.
Yeah, right now.
Right on.
One more thing. Andrew, our Andrew out here.
Andrew
he's,
Nelson.
He's doing doing the bar top in the newly remodeled patio.
Yes, he is.
So he's doing a bar top, and he wants the podcast listeners to send matchbooks or other bar ephemera to cast in resin on the bar top. So if you want to be included, if you want to be
immortalized, if
very-
you will.
I think it's very cool. If you want to include it in that,
Pause the podcast right
hey.
now and grab a pen so you can write down, pause, 212 Van Dyke Street, Bisbee, Arizona, 85603. Send it to us.
We like weird and vintage.
If I wish to somehow acquire a big pot leaf the size of my hand, can I get that ensconced in
if you could find one. I don't know if you could.
I'm going to start looking on Craigslist right now.
I'd probably press it between... All right, let's take a break.
Have you ever considered driving a semi-truck for a living? Then rev up your engines and come on down to Ohio Valley Truck Driver Training School. There are companies out there right now that have 10 to 15 rigs sitting every day because they don't have drivers. You can finish our course in 5 weeks, enroll in a full-time in a 200-hour course or an 80-hour refresher course. The Workforce Investment Act funding is available for direct student loans for qualified applicants, and major credit cards are accepted. Don't forget the Ohio Valley Driver Training School. Our facility has a 4.5-acre training lot and a 72-passenger bus. So call today. Ohio Valley Truck Driver Training School, 1341 Highland Avenue, Williamstown, West Virginia, right here in Williamstown. Call us at 304-375-4140. That's 304-375-4140. Your future is just 18 wheels away. Tell them the Doug Stanhope podcast sent you. All right, let's just blow through Key West the same way it blew through us. I did a Brian Hennigan. I booked drunken travel. I want to get the fuck out. I want to get away from people. I want to get some sky miles back to Diamond Medallion because I can't stand being a filthy, lowly gold status. I want Diamond. So I booked drunk travel and knowing I would wake up happy about myself, going, oh, shit, I guess I have to go to Key West and take 5 days off. And I woke up happy. Oh, shit, I did that thing. So Bingo and I went to Key West, flew in.
Looking good. We were good.
Dressed to the nines for the travel. As soon as you land there, you are enveloped in this June, Florida wet heat. And I know it's a hackneyed premise about, the desert, it's a dry heat. In Florida, when it's 20 degrees cooler, you can jump into the ocean and come out. Did I already talk about this? Warm from a pool. I have a pool where it's 104 degrees and you get out, you're freezing. On one stiff breeze, you're freezing. There, you're still sweating out of the ocean. Is this ocean water or is it sweat? It's even though it's 20 degrees cooler. So we went to Key West, and it wasn't outrageous. But one night we went down to Duval Street. That's their Bourbon Street.
The drag, the main drag.
Yeah.
Hog's breath.
Asked our bartender at the hotel. We're at a hotel near the airport. Boring as shit, nothing near it. Get an Uber. No, they don't have Uber. Fuck that place.
Pedicabs.
Cab.
We get a cab down to Duval Street because we asked our bartender, what's a bar you would drink at?
Well, we also asked for a dive, and we asked, can I say that, or should I save it?
That's exactly what I know where you're going, Bingy.
Okay.
Bingo's back, by the way.
We'll save it.
Well, we asked her, what's a bar that you would drink at? As a bartender will generally tell you a great dive bar. Then we go to this bar that's not a dive bar. It's a touristy bar.
Was that can I say it? Was that the Green Parrot?
No, that was the Schooners.
One? Oh, yeah.
That was the night.
Yeah.
So there's a cover band. I had tweeted drunkenly on the trip down, I'm going to do a shot for every Jimmy Buffett cover song I hear.
Song number 2?
First song.
Oh, was it?
No, the first
song
was Happy Birthday to someone in the audience.
Second song, however.
Jimmy Buffett.
Oh, shit.
Fuck.
So you choked down a Jameson, I think.
But
barely
the
got it down.
band knew us.
Yeah.
So it was fun, even though they were a cover
okay.
band. I mean, fucking Chaille was in a cover band, for Christ's sakes. We love him, sort of. And so the next day we should go out and do Duval Street.
Yeah.
We walked the entire distance of it, went to find brunch because we slept through breakfast. So at 12:30, we go down. All the brunch places are full. I just wanted some fucking eggs. Just want some eggs Benedict. I've been fixated on eggs Benedict.
Yeah, you have.
And you can't get them in this town, which I think that's why. Denial. Morning's Cafe, even the Bisbee Breakfast Club fucking cocksuckers.
But my thing
often
was...
duplicated but never replicated.
Right.
It's the same thing.
My thing was French toast, so we were trying to get eggs Benedict and French toast.
And you're even more particular than me.
Yeah.
French toast. We found one place. Well, it's Cuban bread with raisins in. I don't want raisins in.
Whoa, Cuban bread with raisins.
We went to Denny's.
Yeah, we did.
Because everything was full or weird, and Bingo goes, Denny's, that'll do. Can I just get French toast? Because on the Denny's menu, which is really fucked up, there was no just French toast. There was French toast and this and that. She goes, can I get just French toast? She goes, all right, how many do you want? And she goes, 4. And we assumed 4
plates?
Pieces of toast.
Half pieces. French toast comes in a half. They brought out 4 slices of the fat Texas toast.
An inch and a half thick.
It was a tower of toast.
Yeah.
I don't think I can eat all this. I hope not. I hope no one got video of me going into a Denny's when we're in Key West and we have all these choices of nice shit. And they don't have eggs Benedict either. So
No.
Denny's doesn't have some bastardized version?
It was so grotesque. It was like if you went to Bourbon Street and went to, a Hard Rock Cafe.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm a dirty, dirty person. Dirty, spank me, pee on me.
That's a different restaurant.
Well, they do that at Denny's.
Yeah. In Bourbon Street. It's a guy named Denny.
So we ate there. I went down to DJ's Clam Shack. I hope I have that name right, because they had fried whole belly clams that you can only get in New England. And
that's like one of your favorites.
$30. It was $27 plus tax.
For a sandwich?
For a basket or roll, right. Either way.
I was thinking po' boy.
$30 for just less food than she got with French toast at Denny's.
Is this interesting to anyone?
Hold on a sec. You bought clams at Denny's?
No. We went down the street to DJ's Clam Shack. So then we walked the entirety of Duval Street, which was a heavy sweat. It's that long. About an hour to walk up and down. And on the way back, I saw one of these places as I'm dying, dripping sweat, where I just need a water. I need a cocktail, but I need a water. Like my hands are shaky from the night before and the trip in. But I need a water and a cocktail. And one of these, it was called La Tida. Everything's French themed down there. Every brunch place is a French themed La Bistro, and even the Banana Cafe is banana French. And French is never appetizing. There's nothing about the idea of France being appetizing food-wise.
You mean in Key West, you didn't want French onion soup for breakfast?
I saw the place that we had passed earlier when everything was overcrowded and we settled on Denny's. Now, on the way back, it's empty. And it's a patio outdoor bar. And I go, this place is empty. Let's just go here because I saw ashtrays. If they don't serve food, if they're not serving food,
you can smoke.
You can smoke. So we go in. I get a water. I get a cocktail to take down the shakes. Bingo gets a water. And we stayed there for about 2 hours.
We were there for a while, yeah.
Couple people from there's a hotel adjacent.
Cool bartender.
At one point, the bartender says, "Oh, well, at 4:00, there's a dance party."
Uh-oh.
And I tell Bingo this when they were playing just over the in-house music was all Bee Gees and just shit. Oh, what was the name of the band? I called it Ambrosia. I know that song. Yeah. I just called a song. Just the weakest songs. Making me feel I don't know.
That's so weird. In Key West, everyone has some kind of live entertainment because it is a tourist destination and it draws people in. You went in because of the ashtrays.
and the lack of live entertainment because Bingo, tell them we were walking up and down from 1:30 to 3 hearing the live entertainment. Jimmy Buffett poorly sung on a Sunday afternoon
everywhere
by one guy that I don't want to listen to anything. I'm hungover. I want eggs.
So we went to the place with the dance party.
And Bingo said, "Oh, dance party? I want to stay and watch." She was thinking it was like a dance recital.
I thought they were queens. I thought it was a dance party like that.
It is one of those things where everyone has a different interpretation because I'm thinking swinger party or some
4 in the afternoon on a sidewalk on the Bourbon Street, the Las Vegas Strip of Key West. There's people walking right behind us at the bar.
I'm trying to think of who wants to participate in that dance party.
Sweaty fucking ballroom dancing or fucking jitterbug contest.
Well,
the Lindy Hop.
As 4:00 hits, starts getting crowded with queens, just the most elaborate queens. And then they cut off the funny overhead Bee Gees Ambrosia music pumped through the system. And now it's... At one point I said to you, I go, they could just play this dance beat and they could put on the Star Spangled Banner and it would sound like dance music. Because at some point the music stopped, but the beat kept going. Are you just playing anything? And
bass and drum or something? It's just there was a repetitive nature.
I still didn't get it.
You can't even explain
I still didn't understand what the fuck was up. Why? And at some point, I'm sitting at the patio bar with my back to the sidewalk, about 3 feet away from the sidewalk, and I heard a small kerfuffle of, and I turn around, and there's this fucking Viking guy that would make Chad Shank take pause before he squared up. This giant fucking guy. He's like, "Fucking hey, dude." And his wife is taking a picture. And I'm like, "Hey," and I just turned around because it's still kind of empty. Like, "Hey, I'll take a picture with you." He's like, "Fuck yeah, man. What are you doing in town? You doing a show?" I go, "What are you doing in town? Where are you from?" He goes, "I live here. Some people live here." He's this giant Nordic, angry motherfucking bikery guy. This is before I figured it out. And I said, I pitched some bullshit, and I said, "Hey, what's a good bar to go to?" And this is where, after the night before, where the bartender said, "Oh, go to this bar," and it was I go, "I want to find a bar that doesn't sell T-shirts. Do you know one?"
Oh, shit.
That's great.
He pitched a place that's above the Bull. I remember the name because we passed the Bull, and that was stupid music. Yep. No, upstairs from the Bull. Hey, thanks very much. We go to where they're playing shitty dance music, and I go, we got to get the fuck out of here. And then I explained to Bingo, no, dance party means there's a bunch of fucking, raver kind of old queers that are going to dance on the patio. It's not river dance, honey. There's no show. Oh, okay. Let's go then. Someone had suggested the band from the night before had suggested the Green Parrot, which was a cool bar, and we went and found that for a drink. But as we leave La Tida, which I just thought was French themed, like everything else, on our way out,
they were serious about that.
We look at the entrance. They have posters of every obviously gay thing. There's Cher. There's drag queen. Fucking it's just, I didn't notice. I just noticed now it's empty. And I went in.
Is this still Denny's?
No, this is the one that we
Sorry.
ignored.
But that fan of yours thinks you're sitting there.
Viking fan is taking pictures of me in front of La Tida, which I thought was French. No, gay as shit. Oh, thank God I'm out of the closet. And then looking back, I probably looked like I was trying to bail up by going, hey, what's a good bar? Because they're playing this shit music now, and I want to get out of here. Well, we just caught Stanhope at a gay bar.
Hey, what's your story? Where do you live? What are you doing here?
You can be gay and have taste in music.
Yeah.
I mean, not that you do or you are, but I mean, fuck him for judging.
He didn't judge. I assumed he was going to post that going, hey, Stanhope at a gay bar in Key West. Don't care.
I actually prefer gay bars.
I've only been in one, and it was with you guys in Vegas, and It was one of the best bars I've ever been in.
It
was like 2-for-1 drinks. Everybody was super polite. I was doing blow with Andy Anderson in the bathroom, and it didn't feel weird. Like if people caught us in there together, it was like a unisex bathroom.
Yeah, it's like the least thing you could be doing is blow.
Yeah.
It all comes down to the shitty music.
Yes, that is. Yeah.
You spin me right round, baby, right round like a record, baby. Or just shut up and fuck me in the ass.
That's their transition song.
I hope.
I think he's gonna turn. Put on Tracey? What's his name? Pete Burns, Dead or Alive.
I wonder who'd like that song. I never knew.
It's Tracy's first gay crush.
I don't know that. I don't.
Pete Burns is Tracy's first gay crush.
But sing some
Dead or Alive?
Sing it.
No, that's it. You spin me right around.
Oh,
that's it.
No, that's fuck it. That's God. I used to remember the name of that band.
I can't believe
it's not Pete Burns.
No, you're thinking of David Burns from Talking Heads. This is Pete Burns.
No,
it's music, and you don't know what you're talking about.
No, I
so
used
let's
to
move
use
on.
All right, let's move on.
Shut the
Let's
fuck
just
up.
let's not move on.
You'd
let's
be a fan
this
because
dead.
Pete Burns used to wear an eye patch. Yeah, Dead or Alive.
Oh, wait. All right. All right. I'm drunk now. Dead or Alive that's the name of the band.
I did say that.
So. I know. I was thinking you were saying the name of the song. All right. Eggs Benedict. God damn it.
Did you ever read Stanhope's dates? Did you want me to read them?
Doug, do you want us to read the dates?
I don't think we ever did it.
We didn't.
No, we didn't. Read the dates because I'm reading the rest of my notes. One of them says Kreischer. I have no idea what that means. Eggs Benedict was another one that's not even about that, but I had the rest are just like bitchy things I wanted to yelp about the hotel we stayed at where they just kept fucking up my
So make it quick. Okay, there was a hard-boiled egg on his...
I'm going to go to dates.
Okay.
I'm saying, all my fucking notes suck.
Okay.
Doug Stanhope is touring. He doesn't know where, but apparently there's a website called Brown Paper Tickets. You go to DougStanhope.com and to figure out all the dates. Go to tour dates. Chad, what are those dates?
June 22nd, West Nyack, New York at Levity Live. June 24th, Harrisburg, Pennsylvania, Harrisburg Midtown Arts Center. June 28th, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, Improv. June 29th, Cleveland, Ohio, Cleveland Improv.
Holy fuck. We're going that way and then back?
Yeah.
Ah,
It's another one of
fuck.
those.
I don't even want to know this. Go ahead. I'm going to block my ears. You read them, and I'm going to go.
July 1st, Buffalo, New York. Trafe Music Hall. July 2nd, Rochester, New York. Comedy at the Carlson. July 3rd, Syracuse, New York. Funny Bone. July 5th, Albany, New York. Funny Bone. July 6th, Burlington, Vermont. Club Metronome. July 11th, Providence, Rhode Island. Comedy Connection. July 12th, Manchester, Connecticut. Funny Bone. Hartford.
And just added, July 10th, Doug will be returning to Worcester, Mass. Don't even know the gig, the venue yet.
I hope
just
it's
added.
Ralph's.
Just added.
It better be Ralph's Chadwick Square Diner. If it's
That's
not.
where
Yeah, Dickie.
that's where that
Don't
guy
worry.
jumped on me.
Oh, I got to fucking. I got shit to talk to you about with that gig that I just found out I have. So when does it end? When does the tour end?
We do not have an end date because people have been asking if I'm going to be here and you're going to be here and FunHouse accessible and baseball and all this shit. And I'm like, we don't know when it ends in July. Right now, they just keep adding.
It
dates.
ends right here on this podcast. It ends right here.
The bottomless tour.
I go out. I say some shit. The fucking CISO special is coming out. I don't know how much of my material I burned early. June 22nd or 24th.
What is
the
it?
CISO special, the one I hosted with Morgan Murphy and
South by
Wool and
Southwest.
Brenda Walsh. Yeah, it gives me fucking ulcers because I stunk and I don't know how sober Brian Hennigan was to edit me to look better, but I sucked shit, and it's all on their backs to carry it. I guess that's a podcast. Thanks for coming, Chad. Thanks for being here, Greg.
I live here. I live here.
Tracey was so kind, and Bingo actually showed back up. She wouldn't get in the water. She's afraid of sharks.
I'm deathly afraid of sharks and bears.
And I always tell her that they come in pairs. We'll be back next podcast with even more intriguing information. Hey, someone said that the podcast you put out last was like a cock tease ending.
Yes.
And I don't remember what it was. What did we
build
up to?
I walked out at one point and said, "Fuck you, Pantywaist," and you guys kept talking, and then we did Chaille challenge after that. That was, you guys all left to go to the pool, and when you decided to leave, you guys were like in the middle of stories, and you're like, "Let's just get the fuck out of here and talk about the way we want to talk." Because you were saying something about Johnny Depp.
I do remember that.
Bert Kreischer was like, "You mean you can't like, is there things you can't say?" And you're like, "Let's just get the fuck out of here." I'm like, that is the brilliant fucking cock tease is a great. That's a great tease to a part two.
I remember
part two. The part two was Chaille challenge.
I do remember after that going, "Hey, do I shut this off?"
And Doug's like, "Yeah," and I put in the sound
You
effect
take
of
it
like
off.
a hard switch, like Frankenstein's monster.
Let's give a plug out to the best, the Chaille, hashtag Chaille challenge, CHAILLE challenge. The one
still going.
Daily challenge.
I know, but they get better and better. Not all of them, but the one that I just retweeted going, this is the best one.
The video game?
Yeah. Do.
I don't know.
Super Mario Brothers.
Super Mario Brothers with me.
Seen the Super Mario Brothers?
This
with
Chaille
Chaille?
challenge caused me to delete my fucking Twitter account off my phone.
You doubled down.
Yeah. This is. I don't understand it anymore. I thought I understood Twitter, and now I don't know who's liking this.
That guy's crushing it. He's doing the video stuff. Which
the one
level.
where it dropped Chaille out of the fucking airplane.
Dam buster.
Yes, as a bomb.
That
and
was-
he skips. That's still my favorite one.
That
but
was
I gotta-
my earliest
I gotta watch
favorite.
And see this one then.
There was one that was like it was porn related with pooping Chaille out of a butt or something with a cucumber.
Too easy.
Well, that was groundbreaking at the time.
Appreciate
Then
it.
the one you're talking about, Chad, and then the fucking Super Mario Brothers is beautiful.
Lynn
Check it
Shawcroft
out.
just texted me the other day and said, like, I texted the link to to some of the Chaille challenge stuff to John Doerr, her friend John Doerr, comedian John Doerr, and he was like at an airport stuck somewhere waiting for a plane, and he fucking was losing it, just going through the thread, like from like the first one, Chad's picture of me cannonballing into the fucking the pool.
The only art I've ever made. Chaille and I made art together that day. Only time I've ever done that.
And he just went through the entire thread, fucking crying the whole way through. And it just made an East Coast to West Coast flight much more bearable.
Shit.
I love you, John Doerr.
Bingo Bingaman, tell people where they can find you on the road.
Oh, boy.
All right, Bingo Bingaman's not going to be on the road.
I can't make it this time.
Chad Shank, he'll be at his house. Don't find him. Ggreg, Chaille, and I will be on the road somewhere where Chad just listed dates. We'll find you somehow.
Get on the mailing list because we're pretty sure Hennigan's going to keep... There's a bunch of open spots in there. We usually only take one day off a week. So there are going to be more dates. Get on the mailing list at DougStanhope.com and you will find out because he every time we get a new date, Hennigan emails.
And don't be the fuck face that emails me because if you get an email from me before noon, it's going to be some angry shit like, fuck you. You fucking simpleton. You're too stupid to follow me. Don't ever be my fan. I send those a lot. And then
it's a form letter.
I'd say I regret them later, but I'm not going to notice.
And
But, yeah, be on the mailing list. Don't be in San Jose or Sacramento, where I just played 2 months ago. When are you coming to Sacramento? I was just fucking there. Get on the mailing list, and you would have known it. DougStanhope.com, mailing list. And avoid hate mails from me.
And I won't be on tour with you this time, but I will come back to the podcast with stories. Don't you worry about that.
All right.
We're going to play something out, or you want me to
Let's play more Bingo. Bingo's getting a lot of fan tweets and mail.
Oh, yeah.
You want another song?
Yeah, well, what we played last time was
Let Me Out.
Let Me Out.
Yeah.
What's the
How about Peach Pie?
Peach
It's the
Pie.
New Orleans brass band one. I don't know. What do you think?
I think we saved that one.
Okay, let's say Peach Pie.
The book is coming out.
Yeah.
What's the where to put the flowers?
That's the one that breaks my heart, makes me cry.
Put that one. Make everybody else cry.
All right, here's Bingo Bingaman, Amy Bingo Bingaman with Where to Put the Flowers. Go fuck yourself. I hope you cry yourself into a fucking coma.
It's yet another night where I don't sleep. I'm in your hometown, and you're in my New Orleans. So yes, I guess I am where I am supposed to be, for I seem to have some strange tendency to show a bathroom just who is boss. The mirror has stooped to my level, but the bathtub won't be misbehaving, at least anytime soon. I'm on shrink number 3, but tonight my whiskey and me got more therapy out of finding that torn scrap of paper where you wrote to me, quote, but most of all, you are the bravest person I've had the honor to know. I love you wildly. scissors have been used. My hair fell to the floor next to my heart that's now pumping booze. But I still have my lips for a cheap red stick to abuse. And I still got my feet to top it all the way in tip-tapsy shoes. But lady, I'll fucking miss you. I said, lady, I'll fucking miss you. There is no street in this damn town that will lead me to you in a half moon after I shadowed my entire body in blue. And there is no river here that will run me to you, but somewhere in my head I hitch a ride with every pectoral bob that floats on by. It's yet another night where I don't sleep. I'm in your hometown, and you're in my New Orleans.
Must be 18, void where prohibited, available in the United States. Must be 18 years or older.
He said 18 twice.
Oh, all right. It's an old bit.
Doddering old man.
It's a fucking bit from 2004 about how the Pledge of Allegiance should have those terms and conditions at the end. Must be 18, void where prohibited. Terms and conditions may apply. Not available to all contestants or something like that. Did you throw up during?
No, I had to cough, but I wanted to be down
I
low.
understood you have to. I do that all the time, but that's because I have this gurgler, fucking warbly, cunt flubber, fucking lungs full of death. But you don't even smoke, and I thought you were throwing up.
Well, I kind of smoke with you.
I thought I was that funny.
We're in this together.